But you gotta understand, you gotta choose your heart. You're waiting on someone to rescue you, and that's why you're still stuck. Now, understand, me personally, I waited years for someone to come rescue me. I waited for the perfect plan. I waited for the perfect mentor. I waited for someone to come out there and believe in me. And the truth is, no one is coming. No mentor, no secret hack, out there that's gonna put you in the position that you wanna be in. There's no rescue team. The realization is very freeing. Understand that. The realization is very freeing. Why is the realization very freeing? Because once you realize that no one is coming to save you, you understand that it's up to you to save you. So you realize that no one's coming to save you, but you can save you. And once you realize that, it means everything. Because you already have everything you need to succeed in life. Everything that you need to succeed in your life is inside of you already. You don't need any external force or external help, because everything that you need to win in life is inside, right? The moment you stop outsourcing your life and you start owning your results, everything is gonna shift for you. Everything is gonna shift for you. You don't need a handout, you just need to make a decision. And once you take responsibility for your outcomes, you're gonna be unstoppable. You will be unstoppable. Life is about taking responsibility for yourself. Life is about taking responsibility for your life. Once you take responsibility for something, you know that it's up to you to make it happen. And if you think about it, you shouldn't really have the audacity to think to yourself that, hey, I'm gonna put my life in someone else's hands. You should wanna be in the driver's seat. Yeah, it's gonna be scary at some points. Of course, the unknown is always scary. But once you're pushing, once you're heading in the direction, you're making the effort to become the person that you've always wanted to become, that is what is gonna get you to where you wanna be. But you have to put the effort in, you have to put the work in. Nobody's gonna do it for you. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that. I realized that in my life, that no one is gonna do it for me. I have to do it for myself. I can't expect someone to come and literally change my life. It's crazy. I always thought to myself, I'm gonna find that one thing that's gonna get me ahead, that's gonna make me become the person that I've always wanted to become, that's gonna make me become the best version of myself. And it's not that I didn't find that one thing, it's that I made that one decision. And that's what it's gonna take for you to become the best version of yourself. You making that one decision to move ahead, to push forward. And it's never gonna be easy. If it was easy, everybody would be living the life they always want to live. Everybody would be doing the things that they wanted to do, but that's not what everybody is doing, because it's not an easy thing. It all comes down to making a decision, because both things are hard. Both things are hard. It's hard to stay consistent. Simple, because the things and the habits that you have to do are very monotonous in life. Successful principles, in order to be successful in life, it's just monotonous things on a daily basis. If you want to become, I always use the gym, for example. If you want to become in great shape, you have to eat right. You have to hit the gym, and you have to do this at a consistent level. Someone who shows up to the gym every 2 weeks, someone who decides to eat right once every month is not going to have the body that they want. However, If you're just doing the simple, consistent things on a day in and day out basis, you can be successful. But those simple, consistent things are very hard. But you gotta understand, you gotta choose your hard, because you can either do the hard thing now or you do the hard thing later. What will be the hard thing now? The hard thing now will be showing up and being consistent. And what will be the hard thing later? The hard thing later is gonna be having to go to the doctor and take medication and try to like undo all the damage you did to your health. And that's with everything in life, you know. With your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, the things that you want to accomplish, what will be the hard thing now? The hard thing now is being consistent. If you say you want to build that business, showing up every single day, putting in the work to build that business. If you're looking to become an author and you want to write a book, showing up every single day, doing your due diligence to write 1 page a day or whatever, however you have it structured to complete that book. That's the hard thing now. The hard thing later is realizing that, you know, you came to the end of your life and all the things, all the great ideas you had, you did not put them into action. That's the hard thing later. So you got to understand that you can't wait on anybody. Nobody's coming. That's the message. Nobody is coming to save you. You got to save you. I want to end with this, you know, if this message hits you, you need to read my book, Watch Me. It's not a book, it's a blueprint, all right? It's a blueprint for building a life the world said you could not build. Grab your copy and let's get to work. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.